All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. Guys, this title sounds absolutely intriguing. Let's check it out.
Number 1, speechless protesters. We start off with a short compilation that was on Fox News. These were all people protesting, but then when they were asked about why they were protesting, they either couldn't answer or their answers were pretty ridiculous.
Let's hear him.
Have a look.
Are you protesting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the policy that you object to?
All of it.
Just like the things he says about women and like the racism.
Like what?
Like what? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have been paid to be here, bro.
He does not support other races.
He's got too much.
Hannity, who was doing his show on Fox at the time, found these people funny. And when he went to ask his panel of guests what they thought, he said that those guys are dumb right.
Wow. Here with reaction, Fox News contributors David Webb and Doug Schoen. Even you admit they're dumb, right?
Well, they certainly aren't coherent, Sean.
Yeah,
Right.
That's for sure.
Right.
That's
Right.
a nice way of saying it.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how this happened, guys. They got basically radicalized by social media. They saw a meme they didn't like or something like that was made up by obviously the opposition party. Let's just say this here, and they were just like, "Oh no, this is what's going on here," right? Then they got super emotional about it, right? And they were just like, "You know what? I'm gonna go and protest." But then you ask them, "What are you protesting for? What's the reason?" What policy specifically it has affected you so deeply that you decided to take off work, lose money, right? Well, I guess not lose money because they're being paid to protest, but you get what I'm saying here, guys, right? Take off work, right? Come out here and protest. You're just an empty body. You're a shell, right? Like, I mean, you're not saying anything. You're not doing anything. All you're doing is stopping traffic.
Did you get a...
Okay, that was a bit of a low blow by Hannity. At least one of the guests was
really.
more modest in describing them. But it is fair to say that those protesters did not make themselves look good.
No, not at all.
Number 2, the pumpkin girl. Next, we have a really funny guy doing interviews at a protest. While he was conducting interviews, he found a lady who was telling everyone not to talk to him and be interviewed by him. The guy made a funny comment about her, or at least about what she was wearing.
There is a girl here dressed like a pumpkin who is going around telling everyone not to speak to us. She blocked free speech for everyone by telling people not to speak to me, but she protests against fascism and oppression. The irony is very big.
She'll
said
never
that this
she'll never understand the irony of that. Just let them do their thing.
Woman was a pumpkin girl because of her really orange dress.
Orange.
That is pretty funny. But where he owned her was when he said that she is denying free speech by telling people not to speak to him, yet she is protesting against oppression.
That's
the
what
irony,
happens.
right?
Listen to him
Number
close
3,
enough, you'll realize.
Why are you out here? This girl was out protesting, and then she was asked why she was there, and well, you would not believe her answer.
Why are you out here even supporting him?
Okay.
Are you
Got it.
serious? What do you mean you don't know? Are
She doesn't
you just
know.
here for a night out? Why
Yes.
would you just show up to a protest?
She's hanging out with the homies.
Number 4, that's not legal. There were some protesters that went to great lengths to stop people from entering a public building, and they caused such a huge scene.
So it appears that these protesters have taken over a public building and they're not letting anybody in right now. They've locked arms and they're blocking access to a public building right now.
The protesters ended up getting arrested by the police.
Of course they did, mandatory.
A lawyer who was representing them all came on camera to speak and said that he was prepared for this and they will all get out because this was part of their First Amendment right. Well,
Okay, your First Amendment right to legitimately, basically take over a building that everyone basically pays for. They said public building. I'm guessing public government building potentially, maybe. Who knows, right? And if that's the case, then yeah, of course you got arrested. Of course you instantly got arrested. Why? How dare you block the right of movement? I get it. They're under their First Amendment. Congratulations. Right, but you do know that you can't imprison me, or you can't stop my movement because you are protesting, right?
he'll be in for a surprise when he realizes what they did is not legal.
This is not California.
Is it their First Amendment right to not allow other people into a public building?
So that, access, and there are some special rules about that.
Yeah?
That was against the law.
It
We
is.
can see the proof right here, and everything he said was just false. He
Right.
even tried to say that this was a special case, but it just
No,
wasn't.
it isn't.
He was fighting a losing battle. The interviewer called him out on it, and he had no defense.
Fire that man.
Number 5, would you help refugees? Next, we have an interviewer in Canada who was protesting against deportation. He was asked what his thought about it was, and this is what he said.
To be honest,
Even if you cross the border
Oh,
illegally?
that blue hair, bro.
to have a better life, I don't think it's being criminal.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, the blue hair dye must have gotten to this man's skull or something, his head. I generally don't listen to people with that have blue, green, pink, red. Well, not naturally red, but you get what I'm saying here, right? Like these type of colors, almost immediately, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. You're one of them, guys.
Believes that if refugees are running from their country where there is a struggle, then it is okay and they should not be seen as criminals. The interviewer then asked the protester if he would let refugees into his home, and this is what he had to say.
Of course he wouldn't.
Refugees are entering Canada now. How
Right.
many are you willing to have stay at your house?
None.
Because they're trying to have a better life.
Right.
Not in my
ooh,
house, but
why
like, to
not?
the country. That question doesn't have
Oh,
any.
okay.
Doesn't make any sense. though.
He didn't
It makes all the sense in the world.
really get an answer out of this guy. He was quite confused, but then the protester then called the interviewer racist with no reason, or at least no valid one. Take a look.
Anything racist?
It sounds like it.
What did I say that was racist?
Well, you're basically like saying that everybody like shouldn't be like here. They're coming here, going away from the country where it's in war. What are you talking about? They're trying to escape for their lives.
So how does racism fit into this equation?
We were talking first about Mexicans, and then you start talking about Canada. I don't get it.
That was a pretty weird exchange and at times very confusing. Number 6. So this is okay? Now we have a protester
Guys,
who was
come on.
pro-abortion, and someone challenged her about it and made some pretty solid points which the protester struggled to argue against.
I was just going to ask, so if you think it's okay to like have an abortion if the child's going to grow up in poor circumstances, do you think that it would then be moral to literally just execute children growing up in poverty right now?
Whoa.
No.
What would the difference be?
Those people are already born.
What's the difference? Like, what if you were killed in the womb 30 seconds before birth? Like, why is that transition between being in the womb? But it actually does in some states. It happens in some states. The point being, how do you define life? What is the difference between
states?
being 9 months old in the womb and then out of the womb? It's just geography. Like physical location. It has no implication on the value of your life.
This protester didn't have much to say back. She was just hit with some hard-hitting stuff right there.
Jeez.
Number 7. But you're Canadian? Lastly, we have someone who was protesting in Canada about US issues. When
Okay.
asked why he was doing it, he said that US is the empire of the world. And then the interviewer said something that made this protester malfunction.
A minimum wage is, an insult to those who are working for already low wages.
But how does that affect you? You live in Canada, not America.
Like that's how you know.
Empire. It affects every.
Yeah, guys, like this right here is exactly how you know. It's just like TikTok brain, bro. It's like social media brain for the most part. That's how you know. Like if you're this is like someone protesting something that's going on. I don't know, bro, in Zimbabwe, in like a random place like I don't know, Italy. You get what I'm saying here? It's ridiculous here, right? Let me guess. You follow a lot of Western, like American type of content, and the people that you're aspiring specifically to attract, specifically the women that are associated to the group, obviously, right? Those people you're trying to get closer to them, right? Like just admit what's happening here. Like you protesting this in Canada is completely irrelevant, bro. It's meaningless. Like, what are you trying to change? What are you trying to change? You can't. You have no ability to. And trust me, the people that you think need to see it do not care about what you're saying because you're not in the country. All right? But live your life.
For into the earth.
But he's not even your president. Your prime minister is just Justin Trudeau.
That is.
Yeah?
Why
He
did
said-
it sound like
he
he
said,
only just
yeah?
realized that Justin Trudeau is his prime minister?
This man said,
Those are
yeah.
some protesters getting owned. Which moment do you...
Bro, he should definitely be worried about like his own specific head of state. But whatever, right? People tend to believe what they see on social media 100% of the time, based off of the echo chamber and the algorithm that they're basically inundated with. Let's just say that there, guys, right? So if that's what you're experiencing, nothing but American content, and the random e-girl that you're attracted to specifically on the internet is basically promoting the same type of ideology, and you're just trying to get closer to her. Right. And so then over time, you start to get radicalized specifically based off of that information, not of any type of facts at all, because the person that you're following, that random e-girl, has no facts. She's just existing within her feelings 100% of the time here. What are you expecting from these people? Right? Like if you sit here and try to talk to them large scale, you're going to be like, oh, you have nothing to say. Right? You have nothing to say. And I've sat down and tried to speak to people before, just try to like understand what exactly don't you like, right? I remember during the Kamala Harris and like, Trump scenario specifically, just sitting here talking to people, of course, being, considered Black American, right? And the people that are around, a lot of the people around me tend to be, let's say, Black American, let's say. And listening to their reasoning is just like, oh, she's a woman. But what policy do you like of hers? She's a Black woman. She's Indian, but she's a Black woman. Right? Like, you know, the caste system exists wildly in India, bro. So, but either way, that's not the point here. She ran for president, so they like her, I guess. I don't know. But the thing is that, guys, listen. You ask people why they like someone, and they have no real answer. And that's pretty much been a consistent thing, right? I mean, there's no real answer. And don't get this confused here. Some of the Trump people are identical, right? Just know this, like, immediately, right? It's like, bro, you just like him because you live in a super rural area. You don't understand like the benefits of him. Just you like him because everyone else around you likes him. That's an echo chamber, bro. I need you to. I don't want people voting blindly. Like, I don't care who you vote for. Vote for whoever has the ability to like seriously affect your family and your household, right? Because there are some people who vote Republican who definitely would benefit from voting Democrat, but they just choose not to, pretty much based off of like, the people that they're around, the echo chambers, and their entire town, let's just say this year. And then there are also people who vote Democrat who should be voting Republican, depending on obviously the candidate and their policies. So just do not waste your vote. Do not loan your vote out to people because you feel bad for them, bro, okay? Do not, under any circumstance, loan your vote out. It's your vote. It's yours, bro. You get one, okay? It means something, all right? Seriously, do not loan your vote out for causes that do not affect your household, all right? That's the reality. And I do think that if we were to kind of break some of these echo chambers, specifically the left and the right echo chambers specifically, we could definitely get a lot further, less infighting. But who really wants us to stop fighting, guys? No one. No one wants us to stop fighting, bro. The media makes money off of all these headlines, right? Right? Then there are people out here doing ridiculousness on the streets here, guys, right? For what? Because they saw it on TikTok. Their favorite influencer is promoting some random ideology. Guys, come on. All right, I'm sick of all of this, I'm being honest. If you're going to protest for something, protest. You have the First Amendment right to do so. Do your thing. Live your best life, right? But I'm sorry, when you don't know why you're protesting and you're just doing it because it makes you feel good, guys, I don't care. I can't care, bro. I'm not allowed to care mentally about that nonsense. But either way, listen, you guys have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. If you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I'll catch you guys later. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies, and I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.